Good evening. This is All India Radio. I'm Valsa Williams and with me is Vaibhav Jyotsna Srivastav with the evening news. The headlines. All-party meeting convened by Prime Minister Narendra Modi underway to discuss situation along the India-China border. Prime Minister chairs review meeting on various development projects in Varanasi. COVID-19 recovery rate improves to around 54%. A high-level committee recommends capping of prices for COVID-19 treatment in Delhi's private hospitals. All 4 Rajya Sabha candidates elected unopposed in Karnataka. In Jharkhand, 1 seat each goes to NDA and JMM. Meghalaya Democratic Alliance common candidate wins. And Garib Kalyan Rozgar Abhiyan to be launched by Prime Minister tomorrow to boost livelihood opportunities in rural India. All-party meeting convened by Prime Minister Narendra Modi to discuss the situation along the India-China border is underway. Presidents of over 15 political parties are attending this meeting. The meeting assumes significance in the wake of recent violent face-off between Indian and Chinese troops in the Galwan Valley in eastern Ladakh. Prime Minister Modi took a tough stand on the violent incidents and had on Wednesday said the martyrdom of 20 brave Indian soldiers at the LAC will not go in vain. He also asserted that whatever may be the situation and circumstances, India will firmly protect its self-respect and every inch of its land. Our correspondent has filed this report.
The Prime Minister's call for the all-party meeting is very crucial as it points to the need for a political consensus on the border conflict with China. The recent departure of China from the broad Indo-China consensus over LAC and its premeditated violent episode of Monday has been dealt upfront by the Indian authorities, whereas Beijing is yet to answer some really important questions. As per the agency reports, Chinese side suffered over 40 casualties in the face-off in the Galwan Valley. This claim is also corroborated by the US intelligence reports, which suggest heavy Chinese casualties. On the other hand, India has been vocal and affirmed that the unilateral attempt by the Chinese to change the status quo at the LAC led to the martyrdom of 20 army personnel, including a colonel. External Affairs Ministry has said that the planned Chinese action in the Galwan Valley was directly responsible for the violence and casualties suffered by both sides, which could have been avoided if the agreement at the higher level been scrupulously followed by them. Anand Chaturvedi, AIR News, Delhi.
External Affairs Ministry has said India and China have been discussing through military and diplomatic channels the de-escalation of the situation in the border area in eastern Ladakh. On the 6th of this month, the corps commanders of both nations held a meeting in the Chushul-Moldo region where an agreement was reached on de-escalation and disengagement along the line of actual control LAC. Ground commanders were meeting regularly to implement this consensus throughout last week. Briefing media, External Affairs Ministry spokesman Anurag Srivastav said that India has asked China to confine its activities to its side of the LAC. He said they took premeditated and planned action that was directly responsible for the violence and casualties suffered by both the sides. He added that this could have been avoided had the agreement at the higher level been scrupulously followed by the Chinese side. The spokesman stated that India is very clear that all its activities are always within the Indian side of the LAC, given its responsible approach to border management. In Madhya Pradesh, martyr Deepak Singh was cremated today with state honours at Farenda village in Rewa district. He was martyred in the face-off with the Chinese army in Galwan Valley.
Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan, state ministers and officials also attended his last journey. Paying tribute on behalf of the citizens of the state, the Chief Minister said that the Shaheed Deepak Singh will always be immortal in our memories. The Madhya Pradesh government has announced financial help of 1 crore rupees to the family of martyr Deepak Singh. Apart from that, a pakka house or plot and a government job to his wife has also been announced. On this occasion, Chief Minister Shri Chauhan said that the road connecting to martyr Deepak Singh's village will be named after him. The statue of late Deepak Singh will also be installed in the village. Sanjeev Sharma, AIR News, Bhopal.
BJP Vice President Vinay Sahasrabudhe has criticized Congress leader Rahul Gandhi for targeting the Narendra Modi government over the death of Indian soldiers in Galwan Valley during a face-off with the Chinese troops. In a letter to Mr. Gandhi, Mr. Sahasrabudhe said that almost all the political parties condemned China for this act in one voice, but the Congress leader has tarnished the image of the country by criticizing Prime Minister Narendra Modi over the issue. He said such irresponsible comments of Mr. Gandhi against the Prime Minister are painful, and he condemns the Congress leader for this act. Mr. Sahasrabudhe said that the life of an Indian soldier is valuable, and the attack by Chinese troops on Indian soldiers is a reflection of their cowardice act.
In the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, terrorist groups in the Kashmir Valley suffered a major setback as 8 terrorists were gunned down by security forces in the counter-insurgency operations at 2 different areas in South Kashmir during the last 24 hours. Security forces, based on a specific input about the presence of terrorists in both the areas, had laid joint cordon and search operations by J&K Police, Rashtriya Rifles and Central Reserve Police Force yesterday. When the security forces approached towards the suspected spots, the terrorists fired upon them, which resulted in raging of gunfights between terrorists and security forces in Mij Pampor and Bandapawa Shopian, and today both these operations ended with the elimination of the 8 terrorists. In Mij Pampor, the remaining 2 terrorists had taken shelter in a nearby mosque. Defence spokesperson Colonel Rajesh Kalia said the security forces, with due patience and professionalism, did not use any firing and IED to neutralize the hold-up terrorists, but used only tear smoke shells and subsequently maintained sanctity of the mosque. The Imam of the Jamia Masjid Mosque at Mij Pampor has expressed his gratitude to the security forces on behalf of the local population of the area for exercising maximum restraint and being patient in safeguarding the religious place by ensuring zero damage. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today chaired a review meeting through video conference on various development projects which have been undertaken in Varanasi, Uttar Pradesh. The presentation also highlighted the progress made in the Kashi Vishwanath Mandir complex by using a drone video of the layout. During the meeting, the efforts made for effective management of COVID were also discussed. Reviewing the progress of the Kashi Vishwanath Dham project, the Prime Minister directed that all such old temples which were unearthed during the development of the Kashi Vishwanath Parisar should be protected and preserved. He said help of experts should be taken to maintain their historical and architectural legacy, and carbon dating should be conducted so that these temples and their importance is highlighted to the tourists and pilgrims who visit the Kashi Vishwanath temple. The Prime Minister added the Kashi Vishwanath Trust should prepare a route map with appropriate tourist guides to facilitate the pilgrims who make a visit to this complex. The Prime Minister also took a detailed review of all the projects which are being undertaken in Varanasi. Mr. Modi also exhorted officials to expedite completion of development works within the timelines and also maintain the highest standards of quality. He directed for optimum utilization of non-renewable energy for creation of next-generation infrastructure. The Prime Minister said all efforts should be made to promote and propagate the role of Kashi as one of the key repositories of world heritage. Housing and Urban Affairs Ministry and Small Industries Development Bank of India, SIDBI, today signed an MOU to engage SIDBI as the implementation agency for PM Street Vendors Atmanirbhar Nidhi, PM Swanidhi. The ministry had launched the PM Swanidhi on the 1st of this month for providing affordable working capital loan to street vendors to resume their livelihoods that have been adversely affected due to the lockdown. This scheme targets to benefit over 50 lakh street vendors. Under the scheme, the vendors can avail a working capital loan of up to 10,000 rupees, which is repayable in monthly installments in the tenure of 1 year. As per the MOU terms, SIDBI will implement the PM Swanidhi scheme under the guidance of the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. It will also manage the credit guarantee to the lending institutions through Credit Guarantee Fund Trust for micro and small enterprises. The disbursement of loan under PM Swanidhi is planned to commence in July this year.
The Delhi High Court has asked final year undergraduate and postgraduate visually impaired students of Delhi University to endeavour to sit for the open book online exam, which is scheduled to commence from the 2nd of this month. Which is scheduled to commence from the 2nd of next month. The court has also said that the cost of any book or assistive device they buy for the examination shall be reimbursed up to 2 lakh rupees. A bench of Justices Rajiv Sahai Endlaw and Asha Menon further directed that as and when a second round of open book exam is held, the visually impaired students will be entitled to appear in them to improve their score, even if they have taken the first round of exams. The directions were issued by the High Court while hearing a plea by the National Federation of the Blind challenging the Delhi University's decision to hold open book examinations on the ground that it violated rights of students with visual impairments and other disabilities. In a statement, the Federation said that the court has also directed the visually impaired students may approach their respective institutes and colleges for any assistance. A committee set up under Niti Aayog member Dr. Vinod Paul has recommended price capping for COVID-19 treatment in Delhi's private hospitals. The committee has recommended 8 to 10,000 for isolation beds, viz. 13 to 15,000 for ICU and 15 to 18,000 for ICU with ventilator facilities, including PPE costs. Home Minister Amit Shah had constituted a committee under the chairmanship of Dr. Vinod Paul to suggest measures for fixation of rates for COVID-19 treatment in private hospitals in Delhi to provide relief to people. More from our correspondent.
As per the directions given by Home Minister in a series of meetings, testing capacities have been increased in Delhi to contain the rising cases of COVID-19. Samples testing of coronavirus have been doubled in Delhi and over 27,000 samples have been collected between 15 to 17 June. Household health survey in 242 containment zones of Delhi have been completed yesterday and a total of 2.3 lakh people were surveyed. Over 7,000 people have been tested in 193 testing centers through rapid antigen testing methodology to get the quick results. To augment the bed capacities for the COVID patient, Delhi administration is converting the hotels and other facilities into COVID care centers. Delhi government has also kept the rate for COVID RT-PCR test at 2,400 rupees. In addition, Railway has deployed more than 500 COVID care coaches to enhance the bed capacities in Delhi. Bhupendra Singh, AIR News, Delhi.
The Union government today said the recovery rate reached 53.80% in the country and a total of 204,711 people affected by coronavirus have been cured so far. During the last 24 hours, 10,386 people have recovered from COVID-19. Presently, the total number of active corona cases in the country is 1,63,248. Health and Family Welfare Ministry said a total of 13,586 new cases of COVID-19 have been reported in the last 24 hours, taking the total number of cases to 3,80,532. This is the highest number of cases registered in a single day since the outbreak of COVID-19 in the country. In one day, a total of 336 deaths have been reported, taking the nationwide toll to 12,573. With this, the case fatality rate reached 3.30% in the country. The Indian Council of Medical Research, ICMR, said a total of 1,76,959 tests of coronavirus samples were conducted by various laboratories in the country within 24 hours. Indian Railways has converted 5,231 non-air-conditioned coaches into isolation coaches as COVID care centres. It has been done in order to augment the bed capacities to deal with the COVID-19 situation. Conversion of these coaches are part of the integrated COVID plan developed by Health Ministry and Niti Aayog. It is advised that the coaches should be well ventilated with adequate scope for natural lighting, and air conditioning, if provided, should be non-ducted. The issue of AC versus non-AC coaches was discussed with the Niti Aayog and Health Ministry before converting these coaches for corona patients. As directed by the Empowered Group 2, these isolation coaches serving as COVID care centres will offer care only for cases that have been clinically assigned as mild or very mild cases or COVID suspect cases.
The condition of Delhi Health Minister Satyendra Jain deteriorated today. Mr. Jain has tested positive for the novel coronavirus infection. Union Home Minister Amit Shah has prayed for the speedy recovery of Mr. Jain, who is battling with the infection. Union Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhan has wished him a speedy recovery so that he can discharge his duties once again. Delhi Lieutenant Governor Anil Baijal also wished for the good health of the Delhi Health Minister. Mr. Jain, who is in the hospital, has been put on oxygen support after his lung infection increased today.
In our series Experts Speak on All India Radio, we bring you views of leading medical experts on COVID-19. Dr. M.V. Padma, Head of Neurosciences Centre, All India Institute of Medical Sciences, New Delhi, has said people need to stay home to stay safe and break the chain of transmission of COVID-19.
A virus has invaded our earth. It has invaded us. And there are zillion concerns. There are concerns about our survival, about food, about education, about career, about profession, about our movements. But these are questions for the first time in 3 generations that we are facing. But they're of relevance only if we are alive. To stay alive, stay home.
Dr. Neeraj Nischal, Associate Professor Medicine in All India Institute of Medical Sciences, Delhi, spoke about why it is essential to follow advisories.
We live in a civilized society. We are supposed to take care of each other. So if we stigmatize a particular patient, then we are actually doing more harm because that person is not going to come forward. He or she may hide his disease. And in that way, he or she might be actually spreading that disease. So it's our responsibility not to stigmatize such patients, and we should come forward to help those patients.
You are listening to the evening news on All India Radio. A reminder of the headlines before we move on. All-party meeting convened by Prime Minister Narendra Modi underway to discuss situation along the India-China border. Prime Minister chairs review meeting on various development projects in Varanasi. COVID-19 recovery rate improves to around 54%. A high-level committee recommends capping of prices for COVID-19 treatment in Delhi's private hospitals. All 4 Rajya Sabha candidates elected unopposed in Karnataka. In Jharkhand, 1 seat each goes to NDA and JMM. Meghalaya Democratic Alliance common candidate wins. Garib Kalyan Rozgar Abhiyan to be launched by Prime Minister tomorrow to boost livelihood opportunities in rural India. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle @AIR News Alerts.
अपने साथ अपनों का ध्यान रखो, बड़े बुजुर्गों का तुम ध्यान रखो, महामारी से लड़ना है बहुत जरूरी, ज्यादा पास न जाना, रखो 2 गज दूरी, सुरक्षित दादा दादी नाना नानी अभियान, अपने साथ अपनों का ध्यान.
In view of rapid increase in cases of COVID-19 in Maharashtra, Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray held a review meeting today through video conference with the Divisional Commissioner, District Collector and Municipal Commissioners of the state. Mr. Thackeray in the meeting said the only way to contain the disease is to find the patients and trace their recent contacts without any delay, and emphasized on appointing a task force for the same in each district. A report.
State Health Minister Rajesh Tope, who was also present in the conference, said since the rains have started, there is a high chance of getting patients infected by other diseases too. He said the administration should also be prepared for the same. He also said that the doctors of Indian Medical Association in the districts should also be assisted in the task force. Principal Secretary Health, Dr. Pradeep Vyas, said that the number of days of doubling of patients has gone up from 21.3 to 23.1. Recovery rate is 50.4 in the state compared to 53.8 in the country. Devapriya Bhattacharjee, AIR News, Mumbai.
Kerala reported the highest number of COVID cases in a single day, with 118 new cases being confirmed today. More from our correspondent.
State Health Minister K.K. Shailaja informed in an official press statement that among the new COVID cases, 67% are returnees from abroad and 45 from other states. 96% recovered from the disease today. Presently, 1,380 patients are under treatment for COVID-19 in the state. Meanwhile, government extends the date to have compulsory COVID testing for all expats returning to Kerala from abroad till June 24th. Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan informed that all persons from abroad returning to Kerala from June 25th should do compulsory COVID testing to ensure the separate travel for COVID positive and negative persons for containing the virus spread. Mayusha for AR News from Thiruvananthapuram.
In Chennai and its suburbs, a 12-day full lockdown has come into force today. Stringent measures are being taken to implement the intensified lockdown. It is aimed at breaking the chain of COVID-19 infection. In another development, the Chennai Corporation has insisted that if asked, all educational institutions must hand over their premises to the civic body under the district disaster management plan. The civic body says the space is required for the public cause of establishing more COVID-19 care centres to look after the asymptomatic patients. 2,115 new cases of COVID-19 in Tamil Nadu have been recorded today, leading to the total infections to zoom past the 54,000 mark. More from our correspondent.
An assessment by the Chennai Corporation says the number of houses that may be brought under the strong quarantine mechanism may rise to 2.5 lakh in the days to come. Talking to reporters in Chennai today, its Commissioner Prakash said the residences of the patients and their close contacts and those who come from other places are categorized as under strong quarantine. 4,000 additional focused volunteers have been mobilized to provide assistance to such families, like delivering essential things including groceries. He said it will help ensure a safe neighborhood as it avoids quarantined people stepping out of their homes. Jai Singh, AR News, Chennai.
Elections for 19 Rajya Sabha seats spread over 8 states were held today. Of the 19 seats, 4 each are from Andhra Pradesh and Gujarat, 3 each from Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan, 2 from Jharkhand and 1 each from Manipur, Mizoram and Meghalaya. In Karnataka, where elections were to be held for 4 seats, all the candidates have been declared elected unopposed. They are former Prime Minister H.D. Devegowda, Congress leader Mallikarjun Kharge, BJP candidates Iranna Kadadi and Ashok Gasti. BJP nominee Nabam Rebia was also elected unopposed to the lone Rajya Sabha seat from Arunachal Pradesh. In Madhya Pradesh, BJP won 2 Rajya Sabha seats, while the Congress has bagged 1 seat. Jyotiraditya Scindia and Sumer Singh Solanki from BJP and Digvijay Singh from Congress have been elected to Rajya Sabha. There are also reports of cancellation of 2 votes due to cross-voting and wrong vote. Official announcement is awaited for further details. Overall, 206 members voted because in the 230-member Madhya Pradesh Assembly, 24 seats are currently vacant. In Jharkhand, National Democratic Alliance NDA candidate cum state Bharatiya Janata Party BJP President Deepak Prakash and Jharkhand Mukti Morcha JMM Chief Shibu Soren have won the Rajya Sabha polls conducted today for 2 seats of the 81-member Jharkhand Assembly in Ranchi. Congress candidate Shajda Anwar lost the election. 79 legislators voted for the Rajya Sabha polls after 2 seats of Dumka and Bermu constituency were vacant.
In Meghalaya, the Meghalaya Democratic Alliance MDA common candidate and NPP state president Dr. W.R. Kharlukhi has been elected as the MP to the Rajya Sabha. Dr. Kharlukhi defeated Congress candidate Kennedy Khairiem by 20 votes. It may be mentioned that Khon Hainitrop National Awakening Movement MLA Adalbert Nongrum had abstained from voting. This is the first time that the NPP state president will represent the state as the MP in the upper house. The term of the previous Rajya Sabha MP from Meghalaya, Wansuk Siem, had ended on April the 12th. In Mizoram, in a triangular fight in the election to the lone Rajya Sabha seat, the ruling Mizo National Front candidate K. Van Lavena has been declared elected. Mr. Van Lavena secured 27 votes. Assembly Commissioner and Secretary H. Lal Rinau Ma, who is also the returning officer for Rajya Sabha polls, declared the result this evening. In Gujarat, the counting of votes for the elections of 4 seats of Rajya Sabha has been delayed following objections raised by the Congress. According to sources, Congress has raised objections against the vote of 2 BJP MLAs, Bhupendra Singh Chudasama and Kesari Sen Solanki, on technical grounds. BJP is claiming victory on 3 seats, but official results are still awaited. More from our Ahmedabad correspondent.
After the completion of voting for 4 seats of Rajya Sabha in Gujarat, Congress has raised objections against the voting of 2 BJP MLAs. According to Congress, BJP MLA Bhupendra Singh Chudasama was disqualified by Gujarat High Court. However, the Supreme Court has stayed this verdict. Another BJP MLA, Kesri C. Solanki, exercised his vote in a wheelchair with the help of assistants. Both the objections were rejected by local observer. However, now the matter is pending with the Central Election Commission. BJP has fielded Abhay Bhardwaj, Ramilaben Bara and Nadhari Amin, while Congress fielded Shakti Singh Gohil and Bharat Singh Solanki. Yogesh Pandya, AR News, Ahmedabad.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi will launch Garib Kalyan Rozgar Abhiyan tomorrow to boost livelihood opportunities in rural India. The Prime Minister will launch the campaign through video conference in the presence of Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar and Deputy Chief Minister Sushil Kumar Modi. The campaign will be launched from Telihar village at Beldor block in Khagaria district of Bihar. It aims to provide livelihood opportunities to the returnee migrant workers and rural citizens. Nearly 25 schemes of the central government are being brought together under Garib Kalyan Rozgar Abhiyan. The objectives under these schemes will be achieved within 125 days by offering work to migrant workers and rural citizens. The scheme will cover 116 districts of 6 states, that is Bihar, Jharkhand, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Odisha and Rajasthan. Maximum 32 districts are from Bihar. Garib Kalyan Rozgar Abhiyan will help the migrant workers who have returned to Odisha amid the COVID-19 pandemic are hopeful of getting work there. A report.
Garib Kalyan Rozgar Abhiyan will cover 116 districts in 6 states including Odisha. According to the state government, over 5,43,000 migrants have returned to the state so far. The migrants workers who have returned to Odisha from other states hoping to get some work under the Garib Kalyan Rozgar Abhiyan. Ghanshyam Pujari of Umarkot of Nabarangpur district, who was working in a tiles factory in Hyderabad, is very optimistic and says he will surely get some work under this abhiyan.
अगर इस योजना में हमको उड़ीसा में काम मिलता है तो हम बहुत प्रधानमंत्री जी के आभारी रहेंगे और इस योजना पे यहाँ पर हम काम करके अच्छे से हमारा रोजगार हो सकता है.
It's a ray of hope for migrants workers. Itishri Singh Rathore, AIN News, Cuttack.
Government has dismissed a viral order allegedly from NIC claiming that the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology has prohibited some apps from being made available on app stores. In a tweet, Press Information Bureau termed it as a fake order. It clarified that no such instruction has been given by the Ministry or NIC.
Now let us take a look at the weather update for tomorrow. The national capital Delhi will have a generally cloudy sky with light rain or drizzle. Minimum temperature will be 30 degrees Celsius. Maximum will remain around 43 degrees. Mumbai will have a generally cloudy sky with moderate rain. Minimum temperature will be 25, maximum 30. Chennai will have a generally cloudy sky with light rain or drizzle. Minimum temperature will be 30 degrees. Maximum is expected to go up to 39. Kolkata will have a generally cloudy sky with a few spells of rain or thunder showers. Minimum temperature in the metropolis will be 27, while maximum will be around 33. In the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, minimum temperature will be 28 in Jammu, while maximum will be around 42 degrees. The city is likely to have mainly clear sky, becoming partly cloudy towards afternoon or evening. In Srinagar, minimum temperature will be 15, while maximum will be around 30. There is a forecast of partly cloudy sky, becoming generally cloudy towards afternoon or evening or night. In Gilgit, minimum temperature will be 15, maximum will be around 33. There will be partly cloudy sky, becoming generally cloudy towards afternoon, evening or night. Muzaffarabad is likely to have partly cloudy sky. The city will have a minimum temperature of 20 degrees, while maximum will be around 39. Chandigarh will see a generally cloudy sky with 1 or 2 spells of rain or thunder showers. Minimum temperature in the city will be 30 degrees, while maximum will be around 39. Dehradun will have a partly cloudy sky with possibility of heavy rain or thunderstorm. Minimum temperature will be 25, maximum expected at 32 degrees. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. All-party meeting convened by Prime Minister Narendra Modi underway to discuss situation along the India-China border. Prime Minister chairs review meeting on various development projects in Varanasi. COVID-19 recovery rate improves to around 54%. A high-level committee recommends capping of prices for COVID-19 treatment in Delhi's private hospitals. All 4 Rajya Sabha candidates elected unopposed in Karnataka. In Jharkhand, 1 seat each goes to NDA and JMM. Meghalaya Democratic Alliance common candidate wins. And Garib Kalyan Rozgar Abhiyan to be launched by Prime Minister tomorrow to boost livelihood opportunities in rural India. With that, we end the evening news. Good night.